These endings are getting worse and worse. Okay, so here we are again. Punk in the prep. Because I'm horrible at titles. Part 3 of the video, part 4 of the actual story. It is like way too late to be doing this. I'm like drunk off of tiredness right now. I'm surprised, I'm legit surprised I can still read at all. So, here we go. I had to really just... I can talk. I swear. There's no blood in my alcohol, Ossifer. I had originally joined chorus as an easy grade, but I discovered that I really liked singing. Sure, all my friends made fun of me for it at every turn, but I didn't care. I waited until Mr. Palesi's back was turned, and then ninja ran to my seat. Jessica, the worst singer ever who thought she was a goddamn pop star, cleared her throat loudly as I sat down. Mr. Palesi turned around and jumped a little. Miss Valdez, when did you get here? As I opened my mouth to answer, he continued. As I was saying, I hope you all remember the fundraiser concert tonight at 7. Students that can't manage going home and coming back are always welcome in here. Just be sure you have a ride home, because I'm not a bus driver. He smiled under his handlebar mustache. The class chuckled nervously. On to repertoire. Everyone stand up. And we began to sing. When class was over, Jessica approached me. Look, Trixie, you might think you're his favorite, but everyone knows who you really are. Why don't you just quit already, slut? She said. Love her voice. That was amazing right there. Who are you to call me a slut, Jessica? Can you even see yourself right now? Oh, you can't, because your eyes are too far back under that Neanderthal unibrow. At least I wear something under my nightshirts. And I'm not the one cuddling up to Tyler when everyone knows he's gay. Why can't you just accept that no one likes you and shut that giant mouth? I'm sorry. She looked at me as if I had slapped her. I smiled triumphantly and headed to second period. Chemistry. I'm going to go ahead and read part 5 because this video is still short. I dashed in the door a second before a page turn. The late bell. The short, very old, and very mean Mrs. Beeds. Mrs.? Who would marry that witch? Was waiting for me. Detention! She snapped, wrinkled cheeks quivering. But I was on class this time, on time this time, and... You're supposed to be in your seat! She shuffled behind the desk and handed me a yellow slip. I took it graciously and skulked to my desk in the back corner. I waited until she was facing the board and flipped her off, making a face. Elliot cracked up from across the room. And you can go with her, Mr. Sams, she said, crunkling up another yellow slip and throwing it at his head. Now, if we can get back to class material, you can all copy pages 216 and 217. When you're done with that, you can do the problems on page 218. Get busy! With that, she flopped down in her office chair and played Minesweeper while we slaved away. Such was chemistry, the only class I had with Elliot. Then the bell rang, and it was off to literature. Screw it, I'm going to make a 4-minute part. Part 6. I shared literature with MC and Sean. We sat together at a group of desks. The teacher, Miss Abel, was really nice and cool. She didn't care what we did during class as long as we did well on the quizzes at the end of each chapter. She always made jokes with us and didn't do jack if someone's phone went off. I plopped my books down as the bell rang. I had a real problem with being late, but I knew I didn't care. Miss Abel didn't care either. All right, everyone, take out your homework, she said, all business. The class looked around, and whispers of what homework reached my ears. Miss Abel burst out laughing. I got you guys good. You should have seen your faces. She lapsed into silent giggles and slapped her knee. The class began laughing, and even I giggled. Sean rolled his eyes. As the class went about its business, I turned to him. Why so pissy? I asked, clicking my tongue. What are you waiting for, Trixie? Prince Charming? I'm the best you could ever get. I'd stay with you, Trixie. You're not just this week's target to me. All I'm asking is that you put out... I felt my face contort into one of rage. You still want me to have sex with you? The answer is no, Sean, just like last time and just like next time. I'm not going to be another piece of litter on your garden path. I'm going to say this loud and clear so we can get through your damn head. Leave me the hell alone! The class was quiet. I didn't remember standing up, or at what point I had started yelling. My face flushed, hot, then cold. I felt tears coming. Miss Abel stood and took my arm, guiding me out of the classroom and down the hall. MC, get her stuff. Mandy, watch the class and take names till I get back, she said softly into the silent classroom. We stopped and she turned to me. Okay, Trixie, what's going on? Sean's being an ass, slipped out before I could stop myself. Miss Abel didn't seem to mind my cursing in front of her. I figured that much. But what's wrong? Does he need to move away? I nodded. Page turn. Okay, you can just go somewhere to wait out the rest of the period. I'll take care of things. You'll be excused, don't worry. If anyone gets after you for not having a pass, tell them to talk to me about it. She patted me on the arm and walked back to the class. I heard her stern voice ring out before the door closed. Thank you, Mandy. Sean switched places with Maria. Good. Maria was a quiet girl who sat nearly all the way across the room from us. The few times we had talked, she seemed nice. I wiped the tears from my face and beelined for the library. At least there it was quiet. Okay, it's a 6-minute part. Wow, bugger me. No, not really. Okay. That's the end of part... whatever. 3. Yeah, I can count, honest. It's like 9 o'clock right now. I know I said it was like super late before, and this is super late for me, because I'm like a sloth, and I sleep all the time. Look at the camera. I keep looking at the record button. I don't know why. Speaking of recording, I should stop before I say something really stupid. Bye, guys!